Dubai is considered to be a shopaholic's heaven, with thousands of shops to tempt and tantalise. Some of the most popular shopping choices here are luxury watches and jewellery, with big brands readily available. But there can also be a big problem with counterfeits. Al Sayed is one well-known retailer featuring electronics, car goods, software and of course watches. Joining us today is Naved Shaikh, Divisional Head of Al Sayed Brothers. Naved, can I begin by asking you, where does the watch market stand today? And what sort of categories do most watches fall into? Sport, luxury, children's?
As of today, the watch market is definitely not as what it was expected and as it was last year. But the segment where it is the low end and to middle end, between that range, it's still doing well and not so much affected. And at the second time, the second question of yours, the segment divided as of now, yes, it is divided into the price point, divided based on the price point from lower to middle, then middle to again a higher middle, and then the luxury segment. So this basically is the segmentation done today.
What do most people buy a watch for? Do you think it's for practical reasons or just for the beauty of it?
As of now, it is, that's my personal opinion, where a lot of spontaneous buying is happening. So the pointer majority lies with the quality and the aesthetic value of the product. This is major, but then of course it adds on value to it if the price point is reasonable. The additional benefits like the promotion what we are offering for our watches, that itself is an add-on to it. That is again one of the deciding factor to buy any brand or any watch from the market.
What are the characteristics that people look for when buying a luxury watch?
Luxury, well, it's a very high segment where people definitely look out for the complication of that particular watch, how complicated is that, and then of course the brand value is again which adds on to the movement and the complication of that particular watch.
How do you cope with the counterfeit market?
Definitely, it is not so easy to battle duplicate watches, especially watches, because the entry barrier for making any duplicate watches is so low that anybody can go down and get their own duplicate watch made. So it is very difficult.
What sort of regulations do you think governments across the globe really need to implement in order to safeguard the interests of companies like you?
One is regular raids which can be conducted by the government in order to get that in line, where the few handful of dealers or handful of retailers are into this practice. So that is one thing which is very much required and would help to curtail this duplicate watch industry.
So how can customers help fight the counterfeit market?
They should definitely insist on guarantee cards, insist on the watch make, where is it, the bill, the invoice copy, and definitely the retailers which are being advertised or retailers which are being associated with the brands in various form of media.
Tell me, how fashion and trends evolve? Who decides if the latest watch is fashionable?
Yes, definitely, because as I said, watches is a very low entry barrier industry, where anybody can get into this industry by getting their own brand or whatever. So it is a very important to get in first and the best in a very proper manner, like the one which we have recently now done. It's a promotional launch, but yes, that's how we need to get it done.
How much potential do you think the Dubai market holds for the watch world?
Definitely, huge scope, a lot of scope. I am optimistic about the capacity and the potential of UAE market overall. And Dubai, yes, being the hub for tourists and international, most of the international events and plays and MNCs coming into this area, there is a lot of scope for development.
What impact has the credit crisis had on the watch industry?
The industry impact of the credit crisis, it has affected majorly on the higher segment and the middle segment, but between lower to middle, that is affected more, but not as proportionate to what it has affected the luxury segment. Yes, luxury segment has been affected as well as the middle segment, but lower to middle segment, it is still as what we are expecting.
Naved Shaikh, Divisional Manager of Al Saeed, thank you very much for your time on Inside Business. Well, that's it for this edition of Inside Business. You can contact us by writing to ib@city7tv.com. You can also follow what's happening on the program via Twitter, inside_business. For now, from all of us on the business desk, goodbye and thanks for watching.